Is this article relevant to my research on effective reading strategies? What's it about? And why was it written? What's the main takeaway? Are there any key terms I can use for further exploration? Reading scholarly articles effectively is crucial for identifying research problems and understanding how topics have been examined. These articles are often complex and detail-intensive, rarely structured like stories. Instead, they're written in a descriptive and conclusive narrative form. However, in social and behavioral sciences, articles typically follow a consistent format, making comparison and interpretation easier. When approaching a scholarly article, it's best to focus on specific questions for each section. This strategy enhances comprehension and helps determine the article's relevance to your research problem. Don't worry if it seems challenging at first. With practice, you'll start noticing recurring themes and patterns. Let's break down the key sections of a scholarly article and how to approach them effectively. Remember, reading these sections out of order is often recommended for a more efficient review. Start with the abstract. It's your first stop and provides a summary of the background, methods, results, discussion, and conclusions. Use it to quickly filter out irrelevant sources. Ask yourself, is this related to my research? What's the study about? What's the main finding? Can I use any terminology for further searching? If the abstract piques your interest, move on to the introduction. Here, you'll find the research problem and the questions the author addresses, usually in the first few paragraphs. Look for connections to your own investigation. The introduction should also present the main argument, theoretical framework, and the author's goals. Consider, what is the study trying to prove or disprove? What gaps does it fill? Why is this research important? Next, examine the literature review. This section describes existing knowledge on the topic. Read it to gain a broad understanding and see where your potential study fits in the larger context. Ask yourself, what other research exists on this topic? What are the main themes and prior findings? How did prior research lead to this study? Is there any groundbreaking research or models that could inform your own study? After getting a sense of the background, jump to the discussion and conclusion. This is where you'll find the author's interpretation of findings and recommendations. Pay attention to suggestions. For further research, they could inform your own study. Key questions to consider. What's the overall meaning and importance of the findings? How were the findings interpreted? What are the weaknesses of the study? Are the conclusions valid? What limitations are described? Are there any recommendations for future research that align with your interests? If the preceding sections support your topic understanding, it's time to look at the methods and methodology. This section describes the materials, techniques, and procedures used for data gathering. Key questions to ask. What type of approach, qualitative, quantitative, or mixed, was used? What data was collected? Can the method be repeated or adopted for your own research? Is there enough information provided to repeat the study? After understanding the general findings and methodology, dive into the results section. Focus on how key findings relate to the research problem and pay attention to explanations. For non-textual elements like graphs or tables, ask yourself, what did the author find and how? Were significant findings highlighted? Is the presentation factual and unbiased? Does the discussion analysis align with the results? Is all data present and are any gaps addressed? What conclusions can you draw from the data presented? Finally, don't forget to review the references. This list of sources used by the author can be incredibly useful for further research after you've finished reviewing the article. By following this structured approach to reading scholarly articles, you'll be able to extract the most relevant information efficiently and effectively. This skill is invaluable for students and researchers alike, helping you to quickly assess whether an article is relevant to your work and to understand its key contributions to the field. Remember, the more you practice this method, the easier and more intuitive it will become. You'll start to recognize patterns in how research is presented and be able to navigate complex articles with greater ease. To truly master this skill and get the most out of your research, consider subscribing to our Advanced Research Techniques course. We offer in-depth guidance on how to critically analyze scholarly articles, synthesize information from multiple sources, and apply these insights to your own research projects. For students looking to excel in their academic pursuits, we've prepared comprehensive notes on effective article reading strategies. These notes break down each step of the process, providing examples and additional tips to help you navigate even the most challenging academic texts. Don't miss out on this valuable resource. Download our notes today and take your research skills to the next level by investing time in developing your article reading skills. You're not just completing assignments, you're building a foundation for success in your academic and professional career. Whether you're writing a thesis, preparing for graduate school, or conducting research in your field, the ability to efficiently extract and analyze information from scholarly articles is a skill that will serve you well. So, the next time you're faced with a stack of research papers, remember this structured approach. Start with the abstract, navigate through the key sections, and always keep your research questions in mind. With practice and the right tools, you'll be able to tackle even the most complex articles with confidence. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tips on academic success and research strategies. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to download our comprehensive notes. They're an invaluable resource for any student or researcher looking to enhance their scholarly reading skills. Happy researching!